What have you thought of your group in fall camp so far?
I think they've progressed really well. Cam and Isaiah returning, trying to battle in those one roles that they've kind of been in and out of the last couple of years. I think some of the transfers that came in have done a good job, just kind of getting into the groove of how we do things and our standard here at SMU, especially on defense. I think overall we progressed well. Seeing some really good stuff from DJ Warner, Jakai Lane. Billy has progressed well. Trey coming in from Baylor's done a good job. He's kind of being the swing guy, and that's one thing I've challenged him. Really, everybody in the room is learning how to play the field defensive end and the boundary, so they can be more versatile, get more reps. Akil Washington has been a really good piece to add as a swing guy. He's played really all over the place. Sam linebacker, defensive end, bandits, and 3 technique on cheetah. So he's got a lot on his plate. But overall, I've been really pleased with the guys.
How do you go about trying to figure out that rotation and how all of that works?
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. I'm definitely, it's kind of day by day where if guys play well, they'll move up, they'll get more snaps, and the guys that don't, I'm pretty fair in that. And the guys see it, so we're open in our meeting room about it. The best guys are going to play, and it's a good problem to have. The good thing about this year is I feel like we're deeper than we've ever been. So guys just learning their role, really being a champion in their role, and then, telling the guys, hey, your role may be different game 1 than game 7. So you always got to be ready and just staying on high alert there.
A lot of new faces on the defense in general. How have you seen the whole defense kind of come together, and how do you feel like that transition is going?
I feel like it's going good. Guys are starting to embrace their role. They're starting to kind of feel our culture that we've set here over the last couple of years. But I feel like guys are adjusting. And the biggest thing we're starting to see is some older guys are coaching the younger guys. It's not just us coaches, it's those guys getting coached by our players, trying to still develop some leaders. But overall, I feel like it's been really good.
Trey and Akil are 2 of the more experienced guys in the group in terms of transfers who have been in college for a few years. What does that experience kind of bring to your group?
The more you play, the more you know. So those guys having a really good football IQ helps. Akil really has played linebacker at certain schools. Trey's played 4I and 3 technique at certain schools, so it kind of gives you some versatility on what you want to do with them. So that really helps on where we're going to put them, so we can get kind of exotic, in some of our packages. So I think having those guys really helps.
When you look at this group, you lose Jafari, you lose Elijah, at least off the edges. What do the guys need to kind of jump up in their game that you've been kind of focused on with them to make sure there is no drop off?
Yeah, the good thing about it is especially with Cam and Isaiah last year, they produced when they were in. So just really it's about that depth piece behind those guys, and and the best players are going to play, like I said earlier, but somewhere, somehow we got to find those stats as those guys not only created, but the leadership roles. We're still continuing to work on that. So overall, we're just trying to find, what piece goes where, and then how to make up for that loss. Because E-Rob and Jafar were great players, but we got some really good players coming up. So exciting to see how they step up to that challenge.
What's the conversation like with you, Coach Tibbs, Coach Simons, just about how to have fun with all these pieces that you guys seem to have?
Yeah, it can get pretty creative. We started working on some 3rd down stuff yesterday, just on who we can put where. So bouncing ideas from Coach Tibbs, Coach Simons, Coach Crum, where we can put all these pieces. If we want to put a certain guy, a backer package, or if we want to have some more speed and put a defensive end, a 3 tech, or however we want to do it. It's been really fun, and I think that's where the depth piece comes into play for us, so that'll really help us.